This is Universal Parenting Clinic, your show, our show, your happiness, our excitement. Thank you for joining in today. God bless you.
Welcome to this week's edition of Universal Parenting Clinic. On this show today, I will be teaching the necessity of teaching your child to be charitable in life. Charity, they say, begins from home. Teach your child to be charitable in life. One of those very important lessons that will reshape the world and which helped in ages past and still helping now is charity. This is the principle of helping others in need with love, caring for the needs of others, and supporting others to enjoy life as much as we could. It's about putting yourself in the position of others and saying to yourself, how would I feel if I had no clothes to wear the whole week? How would I cope to survive with no food in the next couple of days? How would my children cope with no school fees and no food for days? How would my family cope with no place to sleep and no clothes to wear? What would I be going through if I were the one suffering this and that? What would I have wished others do to help me if I were in that person's underprivileged position? What do I need to do to bring joy and happiness to another family that is going through serious stages and categories of deprivation? If you realize the precarious state of all the hypothetical scenarios above, it's difficult to imagine how you will feel and cope. Yet, several people in the world go through hunger and several deprivations daily, with many others have them in abundance and also being them regularly. There are several imbalances in the world with various class structures which have been on for days, are now, and will always be. We all have responsibilities towards bridging the gap and ensuring others don't suffer or live in pain and penury when we can sacrifice to put smiles on their faces and make them comfortable in life. Many are enjoying so much life of affluence and opulence, displaying excessive life of ostentatious standard, displaying high class and celebrations of extravaganzas with no single care for the downtrodden and underprivileged in the society. This trend has brought about loss of social vices and a widening gap in the class structure. You must address this increasing wave of uncharitable habits and culture in your parenting role as a responsible parent. If every parent displays enough charitable activities and efforts, the upcoming youth will emulate the good gesture. If you don't create this awareness in your child from early days, it is possible to continue the era of selfishness, wickedness, and self-centeredness. Unfortunately, many of the underprivileged who have benefited from the collective generosity and charitable acts will also end up becoming the social nemesis capable of inflicting several antisocial and criminality on the world. They are also being used as willing tools in the hands of their predators to unleash series of bad activities, terrors, creating tension and terror worldwide. Let the spirit of love spread round the world, from your homes to everybody. Sow seeds of love, compassion, and support for others in your child, and it will germinate and spread around the world. I learned about charity from my parents. For instance, years ago, I realized that whenever there was an occasion, special occasions like naming ceremony, Christmas, New Year, and all kinds of celebrations, my parents would pack special food either before the guests' arrival or immediately after their departure. Both of them will visit the less privileged at the nook and crannies of the town. They will give everything to them. One day, My dad gave explanation on why it became their habit. He said those underprivileged people are actually those who deserve to be fed and supported. He said those big people who are friends have abundance at home, but have chosen to be hosted because of their love, which should also be valued and treasured too. That is proper to equally discharge social responsibilities to them too. But those less privileged may be hungry with nothing to eat, no clothes to wear, no money for hospital bills. My parents also visited the orphanages and prison cells to give clothing and give items at such times stated above and on scheduled times. Furthermore, my parents cultivated the idea of bringing orphans and known children of others to live with us. Such children were sponsored in schools, while others who couldn't cope with further academic exploits were registered to learn specific trades and professional careers. With time, I found this to be what parents should practice and introduce to their children, and the world will be better with such practices. This seed of charity germinated in us when my dad translated to glory few years ago. My mom, my siblings, and I agreed to register a charitable name on their behalf. Chief and Chief Lady Evangelist Bibilari and Dara Foundation.
This is Universal Parenting Clinic, your show, our show, your happiness, our excitement. Thank you for joining in today. God bless you.
This is being privately financed and sponsored by us, their children, as much as we could afford sacrificially regularly to engage in regularly catering for the less privileged and the elderly in the community without publicity. We also continue to share food and clothing to the destitute as our parents usually do together. We also support children in need at the orphanages, the mentally derailed, and beggars too, and occasionally visits to hospitals to support those on hospital admissions with items needed for health care boost as our parents did. This Universal Parenting Clinic is also a free charitable responsibility to reach out freely to several families despite many people asking that we should have been charging for it. Everything is not about money, as our parents taught us. There are certain values you could add to others' lives that money cannot buy. Be charitable. Give and it shall be given to you. Good measure, pressed together and running over, shall men also give unto your bosom. Unfortunately, because most homes have silenced charity from their homes, it has not reached the society at large. Let charity begin from your home, and it will journey around and touch everyone as it travels around the world. Do you know that just a simple act of kindness from you or your child could help to prevent one's soul from becoming a hardened criminal who may in turn terrorize the world and kill many? Just that simple act of charity may be the saving grace that will prevent some people from going hungry that particular day. It could be the heart that will prevent that person from dying or committing suicide. That could be the step that will revive a family and generations from lifetime sorrow and poverty. Teach your child, teach those children the act of charity. Show kindness to others from today, and it will amaze you how much that little seed of kindness will germinate and grow into a big network of charitable benefits worldwide. Thanks to our numerous friends on Facebook who are watching this show passionately every day. Thanks also to those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel freely, and those who have bought their copy of the book Parenting Without Tears. I do hope sincerely that you too will join this group of people today. Please subscribe now and follow us on our social media platforms. That's the show this week on Universal Parenting Clinic. I believe strongly that through this Universal Parenting Clinic and with proper understanding of the book Parenting Without Tears, together we all can promote wellness in families and in the world. We can stop the tears from children, parents, and families. We can kick racism, violence, fraud, incivility, corruption, wickedness, several addictions, and the series of antisocial behaviors out of all families and the whole world. And at the same time, we can promote all the positive desires and aspirations towards the well-being of the children, parents, and the world at large. Till I come your way again by God's grace, I am the parenting advocate in the house, Michael Gbenga Bibilari, MGB, Mr. Parenting. Be charitable and teach your children to love and be charitable in life. Think parenting. Be positive in parenting. Talk parenting. Be passionate about parenting. Don't just be a parent. Stop positioning. Be a responsible parent. A real parent. A parent indeed. Parent well.